My god, that was a brilliant way to end this arc of JoJo, I must say. Each character in this episode grew to a point of where they just became so freaking smart. I was just like, wow, like these characters have become freaking damn smart, impressively smart, in fact. I mean, Josuke grew as a character in this episode to a point where I was like, man, he's becoming slowly one of my favourite protagonists of JoJo so far. He's probably second to Joseph. I was just like, man, I actually really like Josuke. The way he uses Crazy Diamond is so freaking fantastic. I love him. That's the main thing I really get from him. I just love him because he actually uses it in such great situations. You kind of think to yourself, wow, he's actually really impressive. Like, in essence, at the end, when he tore up the actual lottery ticket that actually had the 5 million yen on it, and then basically said, okay, so, look, you're gonna get Harvest to actually pick up all these pieces, but then who will put back together? And he goes, Josuke. He goes, yeah, of course it's going to be me. I was like, yeah, of course it is. He's putting a shoe in the other foot. He's just basically saying, look, you just put us through crap, and now I'm basically going to say, look, even if you get this, you won't be able to get the money because I'm going to be the one that has to fix it. So treat me with some respect, otherwise you would not get this money. And then there was Shigechi's character. Shigechi's character in this episode was terrifying. Like, to a point I was just like, freaking hell. Like, he was impressively scary, impressively smart, to a point where I was kind of realizing, has he been in a situation before? Does he just actually has instincts to know how to handle situations, just to kind of get out of situations, kind of saying, look, you're going to steal my money? Well, I'm going to take the money away from you, so screw you, mate, because freaking hell. He put alcohol into the veins of Josuke and Okuyasu and basically made him drunk to a point where they just couldn't move. I was like, freaking hell. I did not expect this from a person like this. I was just like, man, Jesus Christ. He's extremely calculated. He's actually really freaking good at what he does when it comes to money. He will actually get that money, no questions asked. If you try to steal that money, he will get it back, no questions. I was just like, damn. Like, really damn. When you put the alcohol into Josuke and Okuyasu's arms and veins, I was just like, yeah, this has got terrifying. To the point of when, basically, yeah, Okuyasu used his initiative once again, which I actually had to commend him for, because, again, when it's actually needed, Okuyasu's a freaking fantastic character. He actually uses his brain a lot when he needs to, and it's actually freaking great, because he tried to trick Shigechi into actually moving closer to them, and then Shigechi actually kind of cottons on saying, okay, so you're actually trying to trick me here. But no, it's actually all a part of the plan. It's all a part of Okuyasu's plan to actually get him closer, to use the hand, his stand, and then actually kind of just take away the space in between them, and actually get that note back, because it's one other thing I must note, pardon the pun, but it's just the whole idea of how it all came to be. When you think about it, here's the thing about this episode and this whole entire arc. When you think about it, the person that actually got this note was Shigechi's character. Shigechi's the person that actually got this note. His stand managed to actually find this note. But when you think about it, they almost lost that note, because in the beginning, when they went to cash in that note, they couldn't cash it in because on the back of the actual note of the lottery ticket, it said a different name that wasn't theirs, and they couldn't prove the fact that, okay, yeah, well, that's actually our friend. They couldn't prove it because it seems so sketchy. These kids at this age having this much money, it can't be legit. It can't be like completely kosher. It wasn't. The bankers saw right through them. But here's the thing. Josuke used Crazy Diamond to actually kind of change the signature on the back of the actual lottery ticket to actually make it look like it was someone completely different, saying, okay, well, now you actually can say it's ours. And in the back it says, yes, it's yours. I kind of think to myself, wow, it's because of Josuke, they actually got this note back. And I was kind of thinking to myself, why is Shigechi being so selfish? But it's this whole idea that he promised this money to Josuke and Okuyasu. He said, yeah, sure, you can have, I promise you're going to have half. And that was the problem that Shigechi fell into. He promised this, and once he said no, and then basically said, oh, okay, you're not going to get this money, they would chase after him. It's initiative. They would chase after him. They want their money because they were promised this money. So they will chase him down to a point where, I mean, Shigechi said, if you follow me anymore, I will kill you. Because as they were leaving, because in the end, they actually take the note from him saying that we need to keep this note until it actually becomes cash, and then we'll split it. And as they're leaving, say, we should actually reflect this whole idea that we always actually used him. And then what happens? Shigechi actually listens in and says, okay, so this is what your true intentions are. And says, if you follow me right now, I will kill you. I will show you the true power of Harvest. And we do see it. We really do see how much Harvest can be used. How much Harvest is a terrifying stand. How much a person who was completely harmless, completely normal, someone you never expect to be this kind of character, become this really formidable force, someone who's actually genuinely terrifying to a point where he was chopping up Okuyasu's legs and his eyes. I was like, damn! Like, I never expected this from his character. I never really once would dawn on me this character be like this, but he was. And then it was just his saying, look, is it actually him being smart, or is it his initiative? Does he actually just know how to do these things? Has he been in this situation before? It begs the question, because he just seems like he knows how to get out of situations. He knows what to do, and it just seems so kind of arbitrary that this person would change this much over money. Has he just really been in some situation like this before? Someone coming over to him and said, okay, look, you got this sand, and actually find out all this money. Okay, how about we go into a coalition and then we'll actually get some more money? Is it happened before? We're not too sure, but it does beg the question. And then how it all ends was kind of strange as well, and how it all just kind of just wrapped us up, and basically Shigechi kind of realizing, yeah, I've been overcome by greed. I want to split it 3 ways. But in the end, once he actually get the bills, it completely changes once again. It changes then to how Shigechi just says, okay, how about we split it 500 to 1-1? Because he says, why don't we bring our stands into the mix? Because I have 500 stands, we should split it 500 to 1-1. I was like, that's an arbitrary number and a half. But in the end, basically, Joe's going to ask you, like, hang on a minute. No, I didn't get the money in the end. So it's kind of like, okay, it's a happy ending. No one really lost when you thought about it. So yes, with all that said, I have been the driver. You have enjoyed the video as a whole, and you do want to leave a like, do leave a like, because it does help me quite a bit. If you have enjoyed my content up to this point, and you do want to leave a sub, do leave a sub, because it does help me quite a bit. But with all that said, I have been the driver, and I will see you guys later.